Good morning. My name is Betty Boom. I'm a resident product of Westenburg Secondary School. Westenburg Secondary School is located in Westenburg, Polokwane City. We are currently having an enrollment of 1,276 learners. It is increased with 213 from last year, and the staff complement is 31. We are short of 3 teachers, but currently ourselves as teachers, we divided the load amongst ourselves. As I'm sitting here, I'm having grade 8 in the class. I'm just praying that nothing happens to them, but the Lord will protect them because He knows I'm busy with very important work. Right, our school was opened in 1985. We actually moved here in 1983. I think I was in grade 7 at the time. As I already said, I'm a product of the school. So we opened on 25 May 1985. So we take that as the birthday of the school and we celebrate it every year in style. Whether the budget allows or not, we just buy a cake, we get together as a stock and we celebrate. Right, so this year I believe in Beats, it's 43 years old, 44. Yeah, you're going to celebrate again. Right, since last year, things have just been wonderful. Even before that, our results have just been climbing through the roof with our pass percentage of 92.8 at the end of the year. It's now 2 years that we find ourselves in the sky in the 90s. We've also received one of our first trophies ever this year for being in the 90 last year. The department only awards you if you get 90. So last year we had 90, 91, and this year we had 92. So we are super out there. And another milestone for us last year is to meet people like the Jonas Tshikundamalema Foundation guys. So Jonas and of course Mpo and the rest of the team, even the hackers golf club and Mr. Francois Hartley, who brought all of this to we open the door, if you can speak like that. I know it's the Lord that spoke to him and said, speak, and I'm so happy that the JTF Foundation listened. So they came here on 23 January, I will never forget. They brought us 26 projectors. I just want to thank the foundation, Mr. Jonah, as well as Mr. Mike Mills, who pledged it last year in March. Shane, you do know that this is ICT world. Today's kids are on their phones 24/7. You cannot just say jump. The other time I experienced it, I'm teaching creative arts. I experienced it when we were doing movements, and I said the difference between a particular movement, locomotor and non-locomotor, and I said the leap, and they didn't know what it was. Yes, to show it's different, but to show it in a dance, in a video, it's even better. So being able to do that, we believe it's going to improve our results, especially the lower grades. We are very worried about them. So grade 12, we are okay, but with the lower grades, we still experience some problems there. Infrastructure-wise, I must say, we do not have a problem per se. Our problem is maintaining what the Lord gave us. We have one of the most beautiful buildings in the whole world. We have what do you call those bricks? Face brick. We have a face brick building, which you rarely get these days. And being as old as she is, over 40 years, it's a she because I'm a she. So she is currently, they call her Westies. I'm tired of explaining to people that Westies is like a salty type thing. But yeah, they say Westies, they know it's of Westenburg. The blue, the yellow, and the white. So Westies is she's old now. You know, as we grow older, things happen. I was in class now. There's no electricity today because someone did something to the SD thingy in Westenburg. So there's no electricity. So I'm in class reading the names of the learners on the book. This child wrote Gary Small. I couldn't see. I said, switch on the light. And we just laughed because there's no lights. So one of our things that we would really need is solar. Because I believe on such a day, now the solar will take over, right? When there are tests, crazy. We go to the neighbors and we ask for sugar. I will drive all the way to Texila, our nearest paying school, and go there and ask sugar. And then the neighbor will be so happy to give me sugar. That it means to make copies. How many copies do you need, madam? I need 200 of this. My other neighboring school, when I go there, he even says, bring paper. Really now? But yeah, we take the paper with us, duplicating paper. So like I said, infrastructure-wise, she's beautiful, but she's getting old. You know, the wrinkles are now starting to show. What are these wrinkles? The ablution facilities of the learners. We still have those old, those old steel urinals, and which can smell very, very nice. We are from there now. The smell is still in my nose. It will probably dissipate. So after break, maybe, which is after past 12. So that needs a lot of attention. And over the years, what we find ourselves doing is like you are patching, what do you call it? You are hurt, ne? And then you just put a plaster on. You don't go to the doctor to have it cleaned out. So we are just plastering the urinals. We just fix them with a local uncle, who will just come and do. We need stronger, more expensive tech thing to change them to porcelain. And even the flushing, you call it the cisterns, I believe. Those things are also old now. So, and the boys are, a bit inquisitive. They open it up. So if you have that one, it is closed up. They will not tamper there. And then electrical wise, it's a nightmare. Our school is super dark at night. But before we had security, the department didn't allow us to use the nonsense standards they give us for security. It's only now that they allow us. Budgetary wise, it's a problem, but we're straining it just to have someone on the premises at night to take care of the building. They've stolen all the electrical bits on our premises, the bulbs, the wires. So that needs a lot of attention as well. If we come here for night study, we literally use our phones. And the day that the projectors went over, we were under this huge structure. We call it the forum. So we leave the lights of the forum on the whole night so that they can be light for the night guard. And we are happy if a teacher leaves on their lights. Then, speaking of the toilets, when there's no water, we close the school and then we send the learners home because we do not have a borehole that we can have to augment the water for the bathroom. Your bathroom is the main thing. You can imagine this huge community of 1,279 learners plus 31 teachers. We send everybody home, and then there's no school for that day, for a portion of the day. Right. And then that will be the infrastructure-wise. Of course, these days it's a big thing about beautifying and taking care of the school. We have a lot of unpaved areas, and during the rainy season, the sand clogs up all these drains, and that creates another nightmare. But we survive by the grace. And then currently, as you know, the kids of today are very interesting. They experiment. We had a casual day last week to try and raise funds, and then a boy came in early in the morning, past 7, and he just said, I'm not well. Guess what? I bought a space cookie on my way to school. Where did you get it? No, it was just this person that said, buy this, and I took it. So our kids are very experimental. So drugs is a huge problem. Daha especially, we'll pick up a banky now and then. And then some of the kids, yesterday we found some grade 8s who acknowledged to their grade 8 that they are on something. Their parents took them for testing. So we need collaboration with people like Sanka. We are with them, but only in the sense that they know our kids will come for testing and we double check those tests of theirs. But we need support there to assist us to just to make like an awareness campaign to make these kids aware. Correctional services came the other day to talk to them about the crime part, the bullying. These days parents are very quick to go and make a case. So if your name, they explain to the kids, once your name is there, it will never come off. So imagine looking for a job one day, let's say you have a criminal record, and you ask, when was it? No, it was in 19, what happened? So, and then another problem for us is a boy child. Most of our naughty children, if you check our DC records, for this year only, it's only boys that appeared in front of a DC. Next week we had one girl case, yes. But it's mostly boys, fighting, etc. And also general misbehavior. I don't know, do they feel lost or what seems to be the problem? Because if you are aware, all these things these days are about girls and women. Even today we have a science affiliate school where Ellen Gray has this program where they want to encourage girls to do science. So after break, they are going to see our grade 8 and 9 girls and talk to them. There's even a pharmacist coming and people from the science worlds to come and show them, do some experiments and things. And then what about the boy? Maybe they believe also us as we go to the doctor, we always see mostly ladies. So we believe the ladies are sorted, but I don't think so. But the boys should also, the boys are sorted. The boys should be taken care of. So we need people to come and talk to those boys to tell them there's more outgoes. Annually, we have a boy-girl talk per term. We had it already, and I personally went to talk to the boys to explain to them, boys, these days you are the man, you are the provider. And the way women are uplifted almost, you will meet someone or marry someone that earns more than you. And then how are you going to handle that? Then starts the GVV thing because you can't handle it. Those are some of the topics that we discuss. Speaking of science, when our learners do experiments, they watch it. Hence, we are super excited for the projectors because now my teacher will show them the experiment. They don't do it. They will see how the whatever they mix, sulfur, whatever with whatever, and then that is what those science people are also coming to do today. So imagine those girls are going to see for the first time mixing this and then that happens. That is a reaction. And then we don't have science labs currently. They are just empty rooms with nothing, just a normal classroom. The structure is there, those cupboards and tops and what, but nothing like that. We also don't offer CAT. It's computer applications technology. So when our kids leave, they don't have any skill. At least if we have that, then that's a skill that they can live with. The facility we have one particular class that when the school was designed, we believe it was designed for that. There's a huge safe in there, and even the plaques that we see in those walls tells you that this class was supposed to be for CAT. But it's not happening. Some teachers are using it as a side stuff currently. But they are aware that any day we can come and say, we want our computer lab back. Yes. Going forward, we just believe the sky is the limit. If we can take care of all these things, as well as the psychosocial support for our kids. So there are all these things that these learners deal with. So we need really we are writing letters to the department to have a full-time social worker on the premises or psychologist, but that has not happened yet. Other schools that can afford, they hire someone to be on the premises 24/7. These kids don't want to talk to us. We are super blessed currently. We have this other lady from the community just came to volunteer, but we need to thank her. Is it not so? We call it money for airtime. Just to say thank you, ma'am, for taking your time to come to the school and sit and take 376 learners, grade 8s, through a reading program. That's what town schools do, but they have a computer program. They take the kids through there, because if a child cannot read fast enough or can read without comprehension, then what's the use? They won't be able to study. Yeah, and experts to come and teach them study methods. A child will say, I have studied that I forgot, or I go blank in the exam. All these little things. Then I don't know, well, we're not aware, but we manage without them. But I've accepted that kids are different, times are different, and we just want to, if you call it, go with the flow. Develop these kids. The marching order from the department is make them pass, full stop. The how and the what and the where and all of that, it's up to you as schools. Make a plan. If you complain about the budget, they say have those casual days of yours. Yes, we do, but then such days are super stressful. The learners are dressed casually in their Nikes and Adidas and whatever. They want to walk on the streets and show everyone. And after school, there's altercations with learners from other schools, plus they want to rob them of this Nike whatever hit or so. And then we even call the CPF and the police to come and assist us. So he has an habit that once a month or once a term. Yeah, but we try. And then once again, we just want to thank you guys for adopting us and be there for us. We are looking forward to a great relationship going forward. And you God and natural today. Amen.